Hi, welcome to the Caregivers Guide. The videos in this series are designed to be short and to the point to help you manage with caregiving planning and are tips based on experience. Just note the videos are general in nature based on the experience of the presenter. Please note the information should not be taken for medical, legal, financial advice and should not be used as a substitute for advice of qualified licensed practitioners of law, medicine, psychology, or financial planning. The videos in the series are based on the Expanded Disability Index. This video is about catharsis, and I think it's important to look at it when you're still dealing with somebody that has minimal disability. As emotions change, it's one of the things that really understanding how to deal with the stress of the moment and respond and not react is very, very important. Resources are really looking at from friends, support groups, websites, social media. So when we look at catharsis, there's really three main types of release. There's laughter, rage, and crying. And when you really think about it, how do you react to a situation when you're under a lot of stress? Do you crack jokes? Do you make snide remarks or start use sarcasm? Or do you become enraged to get what you want? Or do you sometimes find that you're crying? Some people go through all of these types of catharsis. So what you want to do is look at your type of catharsis and what your spouse is. One of the interesting things when I learned about this was I had a colleague and he was explaining this to me and a light went off in my head because I would get home from work and I would, talk to my spouse about what was going on with my day. And I just remember it like they would, he would say, uh, you need to get to the point, and he would get kind of like snippy with me, and I would crack jokes, and kind of tease him, and he would get like enraged over, something that I thought was so minor. So I realized that he had stress from his job or from his day, or just even just being frustrated for whatever the reason, and his form of catharsis was reverting to rage. And by me cracking jokes, it kind of made it worse. So he would get more enraged. I would crack jokes. He would become more angry, and I would just become more sarcastic. So um, it's okay to alleviate things that way. One of the other items is just being able to cry. It's healthy. One of the things that you'll find probably through time is that you'll go through a major range of ups and downs and highs and lows together, and that's okay. Just understand that when somebody does get upset or frustrated, that you don't necessarily have to take it personally, or if somebody is making a joke, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's something that is directed at you. So there will be this transition. You'll have, this stability, and then you'll start going through separation. You'll feel like there's a crisis looming, and emotionally you'll have this confused state. You might be a little bit more erratic. You might find that you're not the person that you used to be, especially on the caregiver side. Um, the one thing that, if you end up going onto like a well spouse, um, social media, you'll see that people kind of lose themselves and kind of wish that they were the person that they were in the beginning of the journey, where they're deeply caring and kind of find that the frustration gets the better of them, and they feel like that's their personality, but it's not. And then you end up getting to a stage where you do realize, like, hey, you overcame it. There's forgiveness, and you forgive yourself, you forgive them, and there's renewal, and you just keep plugging away with the new challenges of the new day. So just to be aware of that. So for this video, for the plan, do, check, act, just evaluate how you react to stress. Try to respond versus react. Know how your IS, your ill spouse, reacts to stress, and understand that anger may just be displaced, or that humor might not be as funny as you think it should be. Um, and then figure out if you can tell what's constructive versus destructive with comments or actions, and look to improve the next time that you guys are in a situation where something might have you both stressed out. And that's the ability to work on emotional control, and then realize that you have hot spots, and try to like not create more trauma. So just understand too that there is fear-based distraction. Don't let that stop you from making headway with your plans. You're gonna feel busy. You're gonna find things that can easily distract you. I know, looking at different apps, Pinterest, TikTok, things like that. They're nice escapes, but sometimes you want to make sure that you're not wrapping yourself up in social media, to escape what is the inevitable, so that you can plan to have a better future together and make the most of life.